So this is kind of neat. This just came in today. Uh, one of my subscribers, one of you guys, contacted me and wanted to do an exchange from. I'm in the East Coast and he is in California on the West Coast, and so we sent each other 20 rolls of pennies just to kind of see what kind of differences we get. I want to see if I get more S pennies and he's wanting more Philadelphia pennies. And we'll go through these rows. After I go through these, I've got the other box that I got the 20 rolls out of. So I'll just finish that box off. But I'll go through these 20 rolls first and see what we get. It'll be kind of fun. Well, how cool is this? To make sure that I got some good stuff, he sent me a copper coin and a wheat penny. And because I like spicy food, he sent me a coin from Mexico. 20 centavos. 1965. That goes back pretty far. That is so cool. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that. Here's the coins. I'll get these unwrapped. That's just totally cool. I hope he gets some good stuff from me too. Here they are, 20 rolls. I'll get into these, get started, and see what we find. Two Sheds Gabby here. Today is February 23rd. The rain has stopped. I've taken care of all my technical problems, and my taxi showed up. So let's get started with these 20 rolls here that have come from California and see what we find. We've already got one wheat penny that he sent me. And after these 20, then the rest of the box, out of the ones that I sent him, we'll finish up the whole night with those. So that'll make it an equivalent of one box. And so we'll see if we get close to our 3 pounds of copper. Let's get started with these 20 first. After the first row, I got 10 copper cents. I got two 2024s that I'm going to stick aside. Almost everything is Denver. I think there was a couple of the zincs that were Philadelphia, but everything else was Denver, even the 24s. This is the 5th roll in on these coins I've gotten from California. And here's the first wheat penny in the rolls, and it's a nice one. Look at that. It's a 58D, but wow, it sure has kept its shine over the years. Wow. That's a pretty sight right there. I would say over 95% of all of the coins are Denver. It's wild seeing so many Denver coins. I'm not used to that. But I have not seen an S yet in the copper pennies. I don't expect to see one in the newer ones since those are all proof coins. But you never know. And so far, I would say I don't have the average to get 3 pounds, but it's not far off. This roll looks like a pretty good copper roll. And I do have a stack of 2024 Ds. There's another one right there. Pretty good bunch of them going. Check out this 1979. That is a nice one. We're going to call the fellow that sent me these CB, like a CB radio. CB would probably like to have had this one since he doesn't get very many Philadelphia. Because that's amazing. That's super nice. For sure. Wow. Yes, sir. That's positively penny there. There we are. 2024D. I got pretty good stack of them going over here. A couple of stacks, actually. All 2024D. I have found a 2009D as well. 82D. I am now in the 10th row, halfway through, and I came to my first S cent. 1969, San Francisco. All right. Got one. The D's, the D's. There's an 83. I guess we'll weigh that. When my son was 13 years old, and there's the Philadelphia copper, we were getting ready to go to a funeral. And my wife was, getting clothes and stuff for the kids. And she, I don't know exactly how the conversation came about, but something was brought up about a white shirt. And my son goes, I don't have any white shirts, and the ones I do have, I don't like. We have laughed at that for many years now. And 2 rolls later, and we get our second S penny, 1972. I'll put those in my S roll coins. There's another 2009. I bet it's a D. Yep. 82. D. Just recently in our Bible class, we were talking about Jacob going up north out of Canaan. He was sent up there by his mother and father to fetch a wife from 24D. Isaac's family. Here's Philly. And he took, did I get that story? No, it wasn't Jacob. That was the servant. It was Abraham's servant that went up to get a wife for Isaac. It was later, I see a wheat penny, it was later that Jacob went up there. But this is the story where Abraham's servant went up there and he took 10 camels full of 1951D, another wheat penny, cool beans. And he was at the well, and he was praying that the person that came out to the well would offer him a drink of water, and then would water the camels. And so a little bit ago, I asked my wife to get me some water, and she said, "Do you have some camels that need to be watered too?" I said, "I don't have any camels, and the one I do have isn't thirsty." Got quite a big stack of 2024 Ds going on. It's weird seeing so many D coins. Okay, I have finished going through those 20 rows I got from CB. And I did get 3 wheat pennies, one of them being super nice. I got that super, super nice copper. I got 7 S coins, so I got several more after the few I showed you. So that's pretty cool, a couple of 2009s. I got 40 2024 Ds. I'm not sure yet what I'll do with them, but I've been holding them all aside. And aside from this, I got 122 copper pennies. If you average that out per roll, that's just like 6.1 per roll, which that would not have been enough at all to get the 3 pounds of copper, but that's okay. We're having fun, and we're just seeing what all we get. That was kind of cool going through that. I don't know what to say. It was pretty neat, and I think he's real happy with what he got. And let's get on to the rest of this box and see what else we found. Oh, this is what the gentleman in California got from me in the 20 rows I sent him. This is now the second row from the box that I'm finishing, and we come to a wheat penny. We're going to call this wheat penny number 4 because we're just going to start adding on to the 3 that I already got from Mr. CB out in California. And this one is a 52 S. How about that? Got us a San Francisco wheat penny, 1952. Very cool. Oh, you guys know Dan Bongino? He was made deputy director of the FBI under Kash Patel. I'm happy for Dan Bongino. I like that guy. I like watching the show sometimes. It's Friday. Several rolls later, and I come to my first Canadian copper. This was the last year that they made them copper. 12-sided, 1996. Looks like it might be off-center just a hair, but that's okay. The rim looks kind of funny on that thing. I'm going to have to compare that to another one. I did also find a 69S from these coins, and I'm gathering up a stack of the 2024s. Oh, another funny little thing about those 20 rolls. Almost every one of the 82s were zinc. I mean, I think maybe one of them was copper. I mean, literally almost every single one of them. That's odd. Usually you get considerably more copper, but that's the way it went this time. I'll have to ask CD if that's normal for him. CD stands for cash deposit. CB, not CD. I made his name CB, didn't I? I'm just making up names anyway, so guess I can make up any name I want. I'm seeing so many 23s because I'm checking the obverses, and so I'm checking more for the extra V than I usually do. Sometimes after lunch, I just ask my wife, do you want a cup of coffee? She says, sure. So we have ourselves one of these. They're really good. Ya da 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 da. Yo ho. Is that a Popeye song? Give me some copper. Here is wheat penny number 5, and it's pretty nice shape too. It's a 58D. Look at that. Both of the 58Ds I found were pretty nice. Very nice. That old Wendy's commercial, I love that thing. So what's the difference between the people in Dubai and Abu Dhabi? You know the difference? The people from Dubai don't like the Flintstones, but the people from Abu Dhabi do. That is so corny. I don't even think I'm pronouncing the country right. Oh, that's terrible. But I laugh every time I hear it. Mm-hmm. Well, today was we had the family tacos. You know, I told you you'd take the ground beef and you put it at the bottom, then you cover it in that hot sauce. No, back up. You take the ground beef, spread it out on your plate, and then you cover it in cheese. 59. And then you pour the hot sauce over top of it to melt that cheese down into the beef. 82. And then you smother it all in lettuce, because lettuce goes with tacos, right? Well, we was gathering everything together to get ready for our lunch. And my brother was in charge of bringing the grated cheese and the chips and that sort of thing. And I thought he was bringing the lettuce. I said, where's the lettuce? He goes, I don't think we were in charge of that. And he yells over, Lisa! And she's like, I didn't know anything about that. And my wife's like, but. She was sure she told him, but she didn't because they checked their phones, their text messages. So nobody brought the lettuce, and it's just not I didn't say anything. I ate my food with pleasure, but it's just not the same with the lettuce. Hey, we've come to our next Canadian penny. I think the rim was frayed out more on that other one. Isn't that weird looking? Huh. Anyway, this one is a 1957. Hey, it's a pretty old one. Nice. That's cool. My 2024s are piling up over here. Listening to that Cirrus music. Oh, there's a rough one. We'll melt this one down. Yeah, that'll be one of our meltdown pennies. But thinking about the Doobie Brothers, and I'm sure I've told it before, but I got into one of their concerts 3 years ago. Me and a bunch of friends. There's two football teams, high school football teams here in this town, and they're both they're Catholic schools. One of them is Trinity, and one of them is St. X, and they have amazing football teams, and they are huge rivals. And I mean, they win state. They've won state several times. And so when they play, it is massive. It's a huge game. And so at the Kentucky State Fairgrounds, they would rent out the field that the AAA team, the Louisville Redbirds, used to play. And they would have the game there. And I mean, it was a packed crowd. It was crazy how many people go to the high school game. And me and one of my buddies, we were just kind of getting bored with the whole thing. So we're like, let's get out of here. And so we leave, and there's back then, the Louisville Cardinal basketball team, college team, used to play in the basketball dome there also at the fairgrounds, pretty close to where the baseball team played. And we heard music coming from the doors. And it was, a round building. So we just started walking around the building. There's just probably 100 doors. We started checking doors. And about 3/4 of the way around, we're like, oh, here's an open one. So we just walked in and didn't miss very much of the concert. We got to see almost the whole Doobie Brothers concert. Well, whoever was before them, they usually have somebody play before the main people play. We didn't hear who that was, but we heard practically the whole Doobie Brothers concert for free. That was fun. Just 12 rows to go, and here is wheat penny number 6, assuming there's a wheat penny behind there. Yeah, kind of dirty. Number 6, 53D. Did you guys catch me a few rows back? I think I was looking at for the extra V on a couple of 2024s. I don't know what I'm doing. Just 6 rows left in this box, folks, and here's wheat penny number 7. My 2024s are piling off. Those are the D's that I have gotten in my box here. Those are the D's I got from the first 20 rows, and then these are all the P's. I've picked up a couple more 2009s, picked up another S, and yeah. And now back to the wheat penny. 1946, Philadelphia. Wheat penny number 7. All right. Years and years and years ago, I was in the Amway organization, 82. And 24. I don't knock there's things that came about that I wasn't crazy about. But I hear lots and lots and lots of people really knocking multi-level marketing. And I don't do that. I think there's a place for multi-level marketing. Here's another 24. With 4 rows left, look at these two I just came across, just right next to each other. It's a 79 and a 72. Both of them look pretty nice. Yeah, man, look at that. This one especially. Pretty cool. Anyway, I was talking about the Amway. It was started by 2 men, Rich DeVos and Jay Van Andel, and they were men of integrity. I think both of them have passed on pretty long time ago. Rich DeVos's daughter was, I don't know about right now, but in Trump's first administration, she was part of his organization. Fine people. But, I know that I have heard people talk about getting burned and stuff in multi-level. And some multi-level organizations were scams. They were pyramid schemes and stuff. I don't think Amway was. I think there was a lot of unscrupulous people that had come along over the years that got involved with it, and they probably made the business look really bad to others, I'm sure. But lots of people have done real well with it as well. I had friends who were what they called direct distributors, and they had a very nice life. They made a nice chunk of money from that, and really good people. Well, here's the last row. Let's go through this together and see what we find, and then we'll weigh our copper for today. One of these days, I'll tell more about my Amway story. But I did get into a unscrupulous multi-level marketing business. I was way, way younger than I am now. Do you guys remember phone cards? I used to get phone cards with time on them. This is before the cell phone thing really, really got big. And I got into this multi-level marketing business that dealt in phone cards, and you sell memberships and you get cards and you do things and you get cards, and I don't remember how it all went, but I got several people in my organization and I was earning cards and a little bit of money, but I'd earned a pretty good chunk, and they ended up going under before they ever gave me my money. So I lost there. I think it was a few $1,000s they owed me back then when they went under. I don't remember the name of it or anything. That was a lot of years ago. I remember how frustrating you had to, I was trying to get through to them to get answers to my questions, and you had to use, it was long distance, so you had to use your stupid phone cards, and they'd put you on hold, and I'd burn up all my time. Oh, I was so angry. Yeah, I'm glad to be out of that nonsense. Almost done here, folks. Well, it was interesting going through 20 rows from California, and he went through my rows, and he was pretty tickled with them. I've never seen so many D coins in all my life. I'm telling you, it was, I'm sure, more than 95% D. Well, that's it. Let me get these copper weighed. All right, folks, here we go. I don't think I've got 3 pounds. I'm pretty sure I don't. Nope, just 2 pounds and 10 ounces, but we will still add this to my copper hoard. I don't know what I'm going to do with all those 24s. I know the new rolls people are selling on eBay, but I don't know if they want these that are circulated or not. Anyway, I've been pulling them out anyway. Folks, thanks for watching. And man, we'll see you next time. I'm really hoping in the next couple of days to get another bag of dimes to run through my machine. Keep an eye out on my channel if you would, and something. I'll get another video up soon. Nickels probably if the dimes don't show up. See y'all later.